Peter D, yes, we are back. We are back. Oh my God. I had to come over here and iron out some technical issues. I saw them happening when I was on my last live. I was like, let me end this live and fix this and come back. I hope I can get everybody back in the room. How you been doing? How you been? We about to get into the meat and potatoes of today. And let's talk about our nephew. We're back. Yes, ma'am. We are back. I told y'all I got time today, and I am determined. I guess that'll be my name today. Determined to get through a show. It, oh my goodness. Um. Oh yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, but I just been very really busy. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good. So we about to get into the show. Hey, Detroit Cat 611. How are you? This is my first time seeing you in the chat. Are you new here? When I open up the chat to everybody, I see a lot of new people. Y'all need to go ahead and subscribe, honey. Are you new here? You just joining the chat, but you being here. I know I have a lot of people who do watch my content, but they never join the chat and they don't comment. So if they're watching, I'll take it that they like me a little bit. I'll take that. At least they watch. And this is how I know they watch. Because I come across them sometimes. These people are losing their minds over Shedeur, starting all kinds of unrealistic. Listen, we want the same grace that they gave to that other little boy. He played 6 or 7 games, terrible games, and they gave him all kinds of grace. Listen, this is why we are here. Thank you. By design, this is why we are here because we know that it's unfair playing field, right? We witnessed it all. And y'all, I was sitting here thinking too, because I don't know about y'all, but I could be minding my own business, doing life stuff, and all of a sudden I have a random thought about Shedeur, about his journey, about Coach Prime, and then I just started thinking, and I do know because I am an Aquarius, I'm an empath, and our mind tends to race a lot, like it won't turn off. I know that for me and some of my other Aquarians, and I think that, and as empaths, we tend to, reflect a lot. Shador is an Aquarius. Shiloh is an Aquarius. So I think that, thank you, Detroit Cat. I think that we kind of have an affinity for them. But yes, 6 terrible games. So I don't care what nobody say. They can come in, they can say whatever they want to say about Shador starting, all these predictions, all this stuff. Listen, we want the same grace and we ain't having it no other way. And isn't it funny that they pulling all of these so-called former quarterbacks, dusting them off from out the grave and from behind the curtains to come out and talk about, well, they didn't get reps or they didn't get reps to this time or that time. Listen, we don't care about you. You don't even matter now. You're not even playing in the NFL anymore. But isn't it funny that when the mainstream media wants to go ahead and justify their treatment of Shedeur, they'll go and prop um these demons up to come up with these fake narratives and try to gaslight the people. That's the word I'm looking for. Gaslight everybody with what they went through when they were a quarterback. Listen, we're gonna address one of them today, y'all. We gotta talk about this clown because I'm so sick of him. I'm sick of a lot of them. Y'all drop some names down there because I'll see if I have them already queued up. I do have some stuff queued up, but drop some possible names that y'all want to review their silliness. And we're gonna look. The village is here. You not our nephew, not on our watch. In my Y'all Vincent voice. The aunties are here, the uncles are here, the cousins are here. Shout out to all the cousins. Y'all are welcome to join us too. And we have to address some things about Shedeur. listen, listen. I say advocate. I don't say fight. We changed the language. We advocate. We advocate and we are firm in our advocacy, okay? Yes. So I love to see the other, when I say the professional uncles. Who's the uncle? Michael Irvin is an uncle, internet uncle, but he a real uncle. Ryan Clark. So whenever they come and use their platform to support Shedeur and to kind of respond to the silliness, I love it because I'll be like, oh, the uncles done clocked in today, honey. So the uncles have been clocking in. I saw Asante Samuels out there on the timeline. Y'all, this what I'm talking about. Put the names of the uncles that have clocked in. And also put the names of the clowns, the Cleveland clowns, or the mainstream media that have, been doing what they do. But we expect that. But we're not accepting anything else but grace. Y'all sat here for months, 7 months to be exact, and continued a lie, made up lies, put stories and headlines, all kind of mess. You know what I mean? It's too much when Cam Newton switch up, okay? Because Cam don't too much particularly care for Shedeur. He used Shedeur for clickbait and clout all day long, okay? So when I saw Cam Newton stand up in this, I say, see this, that, and then they're in the spaces, so they know some things. So when I saw Cam stand up and start defending Shedeur, that's how I know it's too much now. These people done lost their daggone mind. Yes, Ocho and Shannon, they clocked in. Listen, the uncles have been clocking in, and I love to see it. You hear me? I love to see every little bit of it, and I'm here for it. So today, this is part two of our show. Oh yes, listen, I love when Pac-Man start cussing. That means I don't gotta cuss that much because Pac-Man gonna cuss for me. So Pac-Man be cussing them slap out, honey. So listen, y'all. Yes, the uncles have showed up, and I love it because one thing about when those uncles show up, for me, it teaches the little brothers, the smaller community, i.e., the YouTubers, how to stand up. Because far too many times we come across content creators who just, I hate to see them on the fence. It's like you really need to get off that fence, beloved. You really need to get off that fence. It's like they can't see what's happening. And they're so busy trying to retain or audience or keep up numbers, they look real fake and phony to me. I can't speak for nobody else. Like, why are you still trying to, like, everybody see what's happening? It's okay for you to talk about it, right? So when the uncles, the real uncles, stand up on their platforms, I'll be like, forget that. This is what I'm talking about. This is what needs to be happening. So it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. I ain't gonna lie. Because they have more to lose than we do over here on YouTube. I'm just be honest. Yes, I loved it, and I've been off of Cam for a long time. I used to be a fan, but when he started taking Shedeur, I couldn't play no more with him. So, but I appreciated him standing up for Shedeur. So shout out to Cam Newton. Shout out to Cam Newton for that. Let's get into some content, y'all. Wrong story. I apologize. I apologize. Wrong story. Okay, here we go.
So we are down on the lower.
So a few weeks ago, when I say we have had to suffer through terrible QB play as we tune in and hope to see Shedeur, the punishment is over. The torture is over, hopefully. And we got to see him play this past week. But leading up to that, the fans were at the game showing their natural behinds. They were sick of seeing Dylan Gabriel. They were sick of seeing him play terrible. They were sick of seeing him trot out there. All of that. So the fans were like, no, 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 no. Let's go.
We're down on the lower conference.
So
What they won't show.
We are down.
So the thing was, the fans in the stadiums were not having it. At times, it was time for them to continue the game because the fans would not calm down. And I don't know if y'all were able to, but in watching the football game, we couldn't hear any of this because um TV networks, they have a way to silence the background noise. So we really didn't hear this when we were watching the game. So you had to go and find the content from people who were there. And like this news reporter, she was there. So the people are chanting, "Let Shedeur play. Let Shedeur play." Like the whole world has been waiting and anticipating Shedeur getting on the field, not because he's such a great player, but because he deserves it. Okay, this had nothing to do with Shedeur just being a black person. No, he actually deserved it. And if you are a true sports fan, we tune in to see a great game, right? With talent, with people who play with effort and who have the talent to give us a good, entertaining experience. And we were not getting that watching it on TV, and the fans and the attendees were not getting it either. And this was the outcome.
What they won't show.
We are down on the lower concourse at Cleveland Browns Stadium, where you can hear this crowd behind me. Thousands of fans are on their feet chanting the same thing over and over. That, of course, is a message. Fans are chanting for number 12 again.
And then they were like, "Let 12 play. Let 12 play." Like the people were like, I know, as much as Kevin Stefanski cannot stand Shedeur, I know that man was sick of him. And I know the owner was like, "Oh my God, what have we done?" So it's like, yeah.
Tonight, do you feel the same way about needing a new quarterback?
Look, we love our guys, but yeah, we need 12. We've been losing too much, and everybody in here wants to win. If that's the move, I'm
So
all
you're
for
saying
it.
bring in number 12?
Absolutely.
Now I think this part is AI, but I'm gonna play it anyway. I'm gonna play it anyway.
The fans and the players seem to feel the same. Logging out from Next Now Energy, back to you, Ola.
motivates me is when people
What they won't show.
So we are down on the lower concourse at Cleveland Browns Stadium, where you can hear this crowd behind me. Thousands of fans are on their feet chanting the same thing over and over. That, of course, is a message.
Fans are chanting for number 12 again tonight. Do you feel the same way about needing a new quarterback?
Look, we love our guys, but yeah, we need 12. We've been losing too much, and everybody in here wants to win. If that's the move, I'm
So
all
you're
for
saying
it.
bring in number 12?
Absolutely.
The fans and the players seem to feel the same. Logging out from Next Now Energy, back.
I don't care if it's AI. That's how we feel it. Tell me how you really feel. We want 12. That's how we really feel, y'all. Let me tell you, I have seen so much AI. I said I am in the wrong business. I need to learn AI. I need to learn AI. I want to do AI so bad. So if you can teach me how to do AI, email me because I want to know all the prompts. I want to know how to turn my and I want to know how to do videos and all of this stuff. But because I have so much fun looking at these shady AI videos all the time. And it'd be so I was like, we are so talented. It is crazy. But shout out to the person who gave us this AI video, baby. You are the MVP. He said, yeah, hold on. One more time, y'all. One more time.
They won't show.
So we are down on the lower concourse at Cleveland Browns Stadium, where you can hear this crowd behind me. Thousands of fans are on their feet chanting the same thing over and over. That, of course, is a message.
You see the man can't get listen, this AI, he couldn't put that man on beat though. He couldn't let that man right there clap on beat for nothing.
Fans are chanting for number 12 again tonight. Do you feel the same way about needing a new quarterback?
Look, we love our guys, but yeah, we need 12. We've been losing too much, and everybody in here wants to win. If that's the move, I'm
So
all
you're
for
saying
it.
bring in number 12?
Absolutely.
The fans and the players seem to feel the same. Logging out from Next Now Energy, back to you, Ola.
What they won't show.
I had so much fun. I had so much fun with that video. I said, oh, I got to put this in, even though it might be AI. But with that being said, y'all, we heard from a lot of people leading up to last week's game. And one of the people we did hear from also was Shedeur's beautiful mom. Shout out to Pilar. Give me one moment. And if you haven't noticed, today is Throwback Thursday. I typically hit us with a picture on Throwback Thursday. So here's our Throwback Thursday moment of the day. This is Pilar and her children, her beautiful children, our nieces and our niece and our nephew. There's a throwback for Shalimar, Shedeur, in Shiloh. Hey to the beautiful family. One thing about Pilar, regardless of what took place with her and Coach Prime and their the breakdown of their marriage, she has never stopped being an awesome mom. And we love awesome moms over here. We love families over here. And yeah. So she's gonna get the same respect and the same courtesy that we give to Coach Prime over here. Because one thing for certain, if you have great children, if you have children that are doing well in life, or the opposite, one thing we do, our children are a representation of us and what we put into them. So you cannot really talk about the greatness of the Sanders children and leave Pilar out of that equation, because where a woman falls into that dynamic, she provides balance. Regardless of the divorce, she was still actively their loving mother. So when we look at Shedeur, Shiloh, and Shalimar, especially Shedeur in this case, he has a lot of attributes of his dad, and he also has a lot of attributes from his mom. And for that, we are here for it all. Again, y'all, it's no false representation over here. When I say the village, we support everybody. Okay, W Pilar in the chat. This is our throwback Throwback Thursday moment. Shout out to her and those beautiful children. So Pilar had something to say last week when Shedeur got in the game, and we are here for it all. And I would say, and I always say that the Sanders family is very classy, honey. They are very, very, very classy. And I don't know how they have been able to contain, when I say they, Deion Sanders and Pilar, how they've been able to contain themselves watching their child be persecuted publicly, watching Shiloh be given an unfair advantage or treated, let go when he was provoked. So for that alone, they have my utmost respect. Okay, because they definitely, from just their example and how they move forward and supporting their children, they are definitely an example and a blueprint to a lot of us on how we, can also support our young adult children. And those of us who are looking to raise our children into young adults, they are definitely a blueprint. And for that, this is why the people won't let the mainstream media and the NFL and the Browns get away with what they're doing, because we don't think they deserve it. We don't know. They don't deserve to be treated like this. They have worked too hard to raise well-rounded children. And it's like I said before, we get a lot of things thrown at us as Black families. The people, if you read those comments, they like to say we ain't got no man in the house. So okay, in this case, the father was definitely in the house, and even after divorce, he was fully present. They like to say we on welfare. In this case, they're not. They're very, I wouldn't say very wealthy, but they're very established and stable people. Then we could say wealthy, right? But what's the problem? And it's not that, and this whole ordeal with Shedeur, even with Coach Prime at Colorado, it just showed me no matter what you do, what you have, how far you go in life, there are just a group of people who are just going to exude and exhibit their hate and disdain for you. So I don't know about y'all. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. The Sanders family to us has now been placed in on the trophy shelf with the Obamas and with the other Black families. You cannot touch, okay? Not the Sanders family. So let's take a look at what Pilar had to say. Give me one moment. Let me know when y'all can see the screen. Ever. Ever.
He wasn't shy about it. They told everybody you didn't get first round drafts. He wasn't shy about it, and I said, how you gonna have that happen? You don't know what's gonna happen in the game, but that's okay. You get your prep now, babe.
Listen, first of all, that was a game where they had the Browns were doing so bad thanks to Dylan and Kevin Stefanski. Those people had to mark those tickets. That game, those tickets were $6. $6. Any of us could have found us a good little ticket to fly into Cleveland and got us a $6 ticket to see Shedeur get in the game last week, because those tickets were $6 and they still didn't fill the stadium, y'all. The people were sick of seeing Dylan. They were sick of seeing Dylan to the point that them tickets were almost free 99. Them damn tickets were $6. Now they trot Shedeur out there to raise, their image, to put stock back on the shelf, because they have lowered the stock so bad. The damn tickets were $6. Now Shedeur got to bring his little classy self in the game so that they can put those tickets back where they belong. Let's go.
He's in. He's in.
Hey man, Shedeur Moms calls out the Cleveland Browns and the coach.
They told everybody you didn't get first round reps. He wasn't shy about it, and I said, how you gonna have that happen? You don't know what's gonna happen in the game, but that's okay. You get your prep now, babe.
Shout out to his mom, man. She a real one. Like she did it in a nice way where she goes stand by her son, man. I respect that. We need more black love like that. Actually, we just need more love like that in the world anyway. Shout out to her. Free Shedeur. Free Dylan Gabriel. Free everybody from the coach. The play calling was terrible. Shout out to the mom for standing up, man. This is crazy.
Shout out to the cousins and the uncles. Shout out to the aunties. Cause we tired of this. Get us off of this. Get us off of this crazy ride. And this is how we feel, y'all. For real. He said free Shador, free Dylan. He said free everybody. She is a real one. I've always loved Pilar. I've always loved Pilar. Pilar said, "You're not my baby. Not my baby. Not today, devil. Not today, Satan." So yeah, so y'all, we're gonna take a look at a couple of things. We're gonna take a look at a couple of things, but before I get into all of that, I see y'all have come back in the room. Do me a favor and tap like, and can y'all share it one more time? Share the video out. Let's get everybody back in the room again. I am back. I told y'all I had time today. Thank y'all so much for being here. I want to thank Tandra for sending in a super chat earlier. Your support does not go unnoticed. Thank you, Queen. She at work, so we will see you when you get off of work, sis. We'll see you when you get off work. But listen, the people so sick of Kevin Stefanski that they had to go and do some research. The people had to go do their research. So here's the research they came up with. Tell me when y'all can see it. Tell me when y'all can see it. So it's been discovered that this agency, Creative Something Agency, CAA, that this plan has been in motion for a very long time. You hear me? A very long time. And this is what I want for us to realize, right? There are so many forces, and I mean for demonic energy, demonic spirits, demonic people who don't sleep at night because they are trying to think of ways to make sure Shador is never successful, that Coach Prime's legacy withers away. It is crazy. It's crazy that they go through these extents just to suppress. And certain communities, we call them suppressive personalities. Y'all probably work with them. What's a suppressive personality? Negative, evil, dark. Okay, they go out of their way to keep other people from succeeding. They speak negatively about everyone and everything in life. They're just not good. They just come with all of this weird energy. That's a suppressive personality. And anytime they see you about to get ahead in life, they will go out there. Will have nothing to do with them, but they'll go out their way to make sure you are not successful or to affect your goals. That's a suppressive personality. So this is just a few of those people. And I know a lot of us are not on Twitter. We are not over there on those other platforms. And this is probably your first time seeing this diagram. But yes, I got time that it is so weird. It is so weird. And it's just unfortunate. Like, let me tell y'all something. I had a revelation. I had a download probably last night or during yesterday. And I was trying to put things together when it comes to Coach Prime's journey as a coach and Shedeur's experience in college. And I kind of feel like, think, and believe, and this is just my opinion, that because I remember, and maybe y'all know exactly when it was. There's a part of Shedeur's journey when he said he went to visit one of the schools, either it was FSU or FIU, and the coach there treated him was very distant. Y'all remember that part of his college visitations when he was visiting the schools? So I know he's next. He's on the next slide. Thank you. Remember when Shedeur was telling that story, or Coach Prime was telling that story, that when Shedeur was visiting the schools and the universities when he was in high school, and he was going to his college visits and he was going to camps and stuff, that one of those coaches was real distant and cold to Shedeur. Cold to Shedeur. So he ended up not choosing that school. So, and then I was thinking, I'm like, wow. Okay, I say, so in my mind, I'm just thinking, I'm like, for a long time, these people have been working for a long time to get their hands, their crusty, greasy, nasty little hands on Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur has literally been these people's dream in their nightmare at the same time. He hasn't done nothing to nobody but be a talented young kid, a young guy, a young man. I don't call them kids. I'm sorry. And even when it comes from him being recruited by Nick Saban, even when it came to him being recruited by all the big schools coming out of high school, but they really, really didn't really want Shedeur. They wanted access to his ambition. They wanted access to everything that made him, to his potential to be great. I hope that makes sense. Because a lot of times people don't really like you. They just want access to all that's inside of you, your gifts, your talents, your potential to be great. To either swap destinies with you or to suppress you. And I feel like Shedeur has been targeted for a long time, subtly, under the guise of I'm friends with your dad, or we're in the same industry, and stuff like that. And because God had a plan, we plan and God plans, and God is the best of planners. But because of discernment, Shedeur had discernment. Coach Prime didn't force him to come to Jackson State. Shedeur decided that he would follow his dad to Jackson State. And that was and he followed his discernment there. He decided he would go play with his dad. Un- Unlike a lot of people who like to say that Coach Prime forces his son to do this and this and this, Shedeur could have went anywhere in the country. He decided he would follow his dad. Later, Shiloh joined them and decided he would follow his dad and go play with his dad. Listen, raise them and what they say, train a child in the way they should go, and they would not depart from it. All Coach Prime did was raise them. Then, and as we know, as parents and aunties and uncles, when we pour into them, we begin to see the fruits of our labor. He didn't force his sons to come over there. Something in them knew that their daddy would be a good fit for them, and it was for the legacy of the Sanders family. So with that being said, for a long time, I believe it started during his recruiting days when he was in high school, right? Let's fast forward to Coach Prime being in Colorado, and it just looked at we saw the collusion draft day. We saw it live and in person in color, right? However, if you pay attention to Coach Prime's coaching at Colorado, the collusion was already rolling out, y'all, because the NCAA, they are very complicit, and the officials not making the right calls or calling terrible calls and having all these dumb penalties that were not necessary. I believe the collusion was there the whole time, right? Even to the point where this black man has entered the Power Four, Power Five, wherever he at over there at Colorado, and we don't want him to be great. We can't let Coach Prime, we can't let Deion Sanders come over here and be the greatest coach ever. So even down to Colorado State game with a young man, I believe bounties were put out on them. This is what I believe. I believe bounties were put out on Travis and Shedeur. We saw that when Henry Blackburn or whatever that demon's name was that put that cheap hit did that cheap shot on Travis. The goal was to take out the best players so Coach Prime can lose, right? That was the goal. We saw them do it to Travis, and we saw how they were literally doing these terrible these how they were playing so hard against Shedeur because there was a bounty. We heard about the bounty Charleston White put out there, but we know that there was a bounty. It was admitted a few weeks ago, okay? On both Travis and Shedeur. And when the late hits would come, the rough passes, it wouldn't even, those calls wouldn't even be made. No targeting calls or anything. So the collusion had already started, y'all, way before the draft. Way before the draft. We were just shocked. We were caught by surprise. But let's fast forward to today. Here you have Dylan in the middle. And my thing is, how can you smile and think that you have achieved something when you know you have cheated your way? Let me tell you something about them wild people. Okay, we're talking about clear people. All they do is cheat and lie. Cheat and lie. Cheat and lie. Cheat and lie. That's all they do is cheat and lie, honey. And they will undermine you in a minute just so you don't get ahead of them. So you got Dan Lanning, you got Gus, you got Kevin, Jimmy, Brett. All these people are connected. But what we want to talk about is because people could not understand why in the world is Kevin Stefanski still playing Dylan Gabriel. That's because it's not what you know, it's who you know. This is a classic. Listen, right in your face. Is not what you know, it's who you know. Right in your face. No matter how terrible, um, unequipped, untalented, just not right for the job Dylan is, Kevin Stefanski would rather take the whole ship down than play Shedeur. We have had to suffer through 6 games. But imagine being Shedeur, having to suffer 7 months or however many long, 7 months or whatever, however long it's been, watching somebody you know that is less talented than you get all of the opportunities. But however, Shedeur is Shedeur. He's still humble. He still comes to us, even killed and unbothered. That's because God has a plan for that young man. I have learned a lot from Shedeur just watching him. And no matter how hard they come and try to suppress him, right? From somewhere, he has the perseverance of kings, honey. And I'm talking about Shedeur. Because this is just a few of the groups that have come together to suppress Shedeur's opportunity as a NFL player. And I don't care how bad they want Dylan to be great. If it's not in him, it's not in him. And this is what people don't understand. If it's not, God gives us all our gifts, talents, and abilities. And we are great in whatever it is we are great in. You cannot take away somebody else's gift, talent, or ability that God gave them and put it on somebody else. They really want all of Shedeur's specialness to be Dylan. And they have given Dylan the platform to do it all. And he has failed beyond short. He can't even get to the baseline to be great. And so here we are today. Yes, I have that up. Here we are today. So how the mainstream media works is not only are those guys are part of the same management company, they have their people in every sector to continue their narratives and to push their people in the front and to make sure they step on and sit on those that they don't want to succeed. And we look at sports news almost every day. And this rat faced bastard, the one right here, look like a whole rat, always has something negative to say about Shedeur. Well, fix his mouth to it. I can't even repeat some of the stuff he said, but y'all see him. He be the only one. Ryan Clark's get with his behind every time. So they're all connected. That's why I really can't even be around people that say, well, it is true. I saw it on TV. You really think everything you see on TV is true just because somebody said it? Are you for real? I can't stand people like that. And I can't sit around them. With all due respect. With all due respect. I can't sit around them. But I see y'all in the chat. Um, so yeah. So they get their people together, but I want us to pay attention. I don't care what's going on in their community. They will never come against each other to lift up you or I. I hope you understand that. So we need to stop being crabs in the barrel when it comes to each other. It is a revelation. Hold on, let me pull. I gotta go back to that. I saw somebody say something, but my the comment went away. Hold on. It is, and and this is just football, right? We shouldn't even be thinking this deep. But however, the darkness looms. The darkness is there, and it's like those of us who see things. I literally walk through life seeing everything from a spiritual perspective. I can't just participate in football and enjoy the game, y'all. Sorry, I'm not that type of person. But everything to me has to have some type of correlation and reasoning for why it's happening. Cortelia, you said this is a revelation. Yeah, from the beginning of time, Coach Prime has had the unspoken to manifest with him and all of his. But we know that they were, yeah. Yeah, this is why, like for real, when I see Shador, he's so unbothered. Like that baby, his spirit is like he's fine. Like somebody has reassured him, and I know he believes in God. And his faith and whatever and God and his faith and whatever he pulls from, he is so secure. And that's what I'm saying. I know he's a young man and I've learned so much. He is walking by faith and he is so unbothered. Knowing that he's surrounded by so many suppressive, dark, demonic energies and spirits of others, this is crazy. Most of us go to work. We clock in. We got to pray in the car before we walk in the building, honey. By the time we get to the door, we say, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Listen, right? We work with people who we know plot against our livelihoods. So you know how you feel. And it might just be one person in your work on your workplace, in your office, in your department, but Shador has a whole nation full of demons. Okay. Yes, we are the fan base. We are the family, the internet, aunties, uncles, and cousins. But there's also a force, a dark force that's waiting to devour him, waiting to devour him by any means necessary. And we saw that with the incident that happened with them getting into his house. So let me continue with content because time is flying, honey. Time is flying by. So we see all of them working together. Now we understand why Kevin Stefanski, won't say Shador's name. He just said his name the other day for the first time, and we don't know how long. Now we understand why he decided to keep Dylan in the game. If y'all don't understand why, this is why. Now we understand why he gave Dylan all the reps, even though when Joe Flacco was there, Dylan still got reps. Now that Joe Flacco is not there, and Shedeur QB number two, Shedeur still ain't getting no reps up until this week, right? Now we know why. We know why. And if you didn't know, now you know. So we're here now. The game happened on Saturday, Sunday. Demons, demons, because they don't want us to say run the races. They don't want to say the R word, so I have to say run the races. All those run the races demons. Okay, I hope y'all keep it up. So we're here now. So I pulled this off of I want to say Twitter. It said, "Look at Kevin. Doesn't even interact with Shedeur Sanders during the Cleveland Browns timeout with the game on the line. He seems more upset that Dylan getting hurt and him having to play Shedeur than winning the game." And Shedeur said so much, and we're going to get to it. Shedeur said so much. He said he didn't learn until we found out, right, that he was getting in the game. Somebody asked him, when did he learn that he was getting in the game? Uh, when y'all saw me getting in the game. Do you know how malicious that is to set somebody up like that? He didn't even have time to get his mind right, to warm up his arm. It was cold that day. And Dylan is not getting in the game. And you waited to the moment before him getting in the game to tell him he was getting in the game. That is so malicious. I don't know what else to call it. Like going out your way to make sure he is not successful. And what we know he can be successful in. Give me one moment. I'm let me show y'all something too that I saw, I think yesterday. Honestly, y'all, I don't think I know I did a video a couple of months ago. I said I did not want Shedeur to start. I wanted to see how the O line was going to hold up. I just want to see some things. But honestly, I don't even think that Dylan Gabriel is even hurt. I just feel like they wanted an opportunity to get him out of the way, and they played every game they could until it was time. So we're gonna do this one. Hold on. So I want y'all to see what I saw. I don't think he hurt, y'all. Give me one moment.
Gabriel is stuffed. Ball came out late, but the whistle had blown. So the play was blown dead. Second down and 5. Gabriel keeps it, and Gabriel is stuffed. Ball came out late, but the whistle had blown. So the play was blown dead. Second down and 5. Gabriel keeps it, and Gabriel is stuffed. Ball came out late, but the whistle had blown. So the play was blown dead. Second down and 5. Gabriel keeps it, and Gabriel is stuffed. Ball came out late, but the whistle had blown. So the play was blown dead. Second down and 5. Gabriel keeps it, and Gabriel is stuffed.
came out late, but the whistle had blown. So the play was blown dead. Second down and 5.
We definitely want to see Shador play. We just want to see him get a fair opportunity. Can y'all see the screen now? What happened? Oh my God. What's the last thing y'all heard me say? I don't know. StreamYard does this old dumb stuff where it mutes me and stuff like that when I play videos, but I don't know what's the last thing y'all heard me say. But either way, we're excited for Shador. We want him to play. We've been wanting him to get a fair opportunity this whole time. I don't know what y'all heard me say. I don't know how long I've been over here talking because I've been over here talking. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But this clip has been going viral. This clip has been going viral. What? Oh my God. But y'all saw the video play though, right? So this image has been going viral. I believe one of the NFL players broke down the game and somebody took a still shot and circled it. And what do y'all think about this picture? What do y'all think about this play? Have y'all seen this on your timelines? Let me take a drink. Have y'all seen this on your timelines? So this is one of the plays in the game where Shador was getting ready to release. And this, I think Chase Daniels. Okay, okay. So my point was in that video, let me drop this real quick because I don't want to get the so when I was showing y'all that video of Dylan Gabriel getting tackled, my point was this. I don't believe he's hurt. I believe the game did get rough, and Kevin Stefanski took him out the game to protect him. And then knowing that Shador was not ready or had no reps, he threw Shador in there underdeveloped. And I feel like that was the plan the whole time. Because if you're giving Dylan 100% of the reps in practice, you clearly have no intention of developing Shador or giving him an opportunity to play great, which is why you don't give him reps, right? So threw Shador in there to the wolves when the game got too hard for Dylan. The reason why I showed y'all this diagram is to show y'all that everything is set up to give Dylan the best opportunity. That's why Shador ain't getting no reps up until this week. He been in Cleveland ever since April. Okay, he been in Cleveland ever since April, and I had not one rep with the ones. You know, he called it the Hungry Dogs, but he's over there with the scout team. Now, why didn't they tell us Shador was over there with the scout team? Because, see, if you're on the scout team, that means you can be plucked away by another organization. But I heard Shador is over there with the scout team, y'all. Not even with the tools. Whoo, child. So, my reason for showing that video was because I don't believe Dylan has a concussion. Kevin Stefanski let it slip. He let it slip out his mouth that Dylan will be back this week. Stephen A. Smith even addressed it. He said, how will he be back this week if he has a concussion? That's concerning that you would even say that. You know why he said it? Because Dylan is not really hurt. He only took him out the game so that he wouldn't get hurt for real and put Shedeur in to use him as a crash dummy. Okay? Let's put some crash dummies in the game. And Shedeur is his crash dummy. Shedeur, he doesn't see Shedeur as a QB2. Right. So I was saying to y'all when I was on mute, don't be surprised if y'all see Dylan. I saw it. Don't be surprised if y'all see Dylan playing in the game Sunday. Don't be surprised. Don't be mad. Y'all have to expect this from demons. I told y'all these people are suppressive personalities. They live to provoke negative reactions out of others. Okay? Their whole goal is to get Shador to break. So with that being said, somebody was doing a breakdown of the game and we came across this. You should have seen Dylan Gabriel's draft call that Stefanski made on draft day. Stefanski told Dylan Gabriel to make sure that he gives his mother. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. So this picture shows that Shador had no protection and nobody blocking. It shows that there are three O linemen to one defender. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Y'all ain't gonna sit here and make me believe that they didn't know that this was happening. Now, if we paid attention to the game, it looked okay. It was just the same thing, dink and dunk, dink and dunk, dink and dunk, dink and dunk. That was it. But there were a few runs. Everybody seemed to know what they were doing, right? Krishan Junkin was running the ball. There were a few catches here and there, right? But all of a sudden, when Shador get in there, y'all don't know how to block. Quashawn Junkins start running. He's falling down. Ain't nobody in front of him. I ain't got to go pull it up. Go look at it. He's just falling down. So Shador is literally out there. Listen, he's in a place where he don't know who to trust. People will smile in your face and stab you in your chest. So that's the environment he's in. So let's get to his post game presser. Cause I done been on here for an hour. Dang, time flying, y'all. Time is flying. Hold on, give me one moment. Let me pull up this next one. Here we go. Let's see what Shador. Let's check in on our nephew. Wide open, Matt. Wide open. So no matter how good Shador plays, how skillful he is, he need help. He need help. But we'll see what's going on. Let me know when y'all can see the screen, when y'all see Shador. Wait a minute. Simply, Sarah said today just found out that he's continued to get first team with the scout team. So Sunday he will be playing with the scout team. Are you serious? Child, child. Y'all telling me a lot in this text. I'm gonna speed it up.
How's everybody doing? Decent. First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to get out there. Um, that's all you could ask
Oh
for.
no, no, hold on one second. He
Honestly,
already talked slow enough.
chance to get out there, get your feet wet, to experience how it feels, to even be out there with the team, with the first group, with everybody. So, um, I'm truly was excited. When did you know you're going into the game? Right at halftime. So right before you see me, right when you see me. What was going through your mind at that moment when you was excited? When did you know you're going into the game?
They asked him, when did you know you were going in the game?
Right at halftime. So right before you see me, right when
He said he found out he was going in the game right at halftime, right before we saw him.
you see me. What was going through your mind at that moment when you found out that you were gonna be out there leading the offense? It's time for me to step.
That's what he said, Torny. You see what he said. That's why I'm playing it, because people don't believe it. He said it. We'll get to it.
When did you know you're going into the game? Right at halftime. So right before you see me, right when you see me. What was going through your mind at that moment when you found out that you were gonna be out there leading the offense? It's time for me to step up. How do you think you played? I don't think I played good. I don't think um, I played good at all. I think it's a lot of things we need to look at during the week and go and just get comfortable even throwing routes with Jerry and throwing routes with all those guys. So I think that's my first ball to him all year. No, but other than that, I just think overall we just gotta go next.
Listen to Shedeur. He said he had to get comfortable with just throwing routes. He had not thrown to them all year. So he found out he was going in the game right at halftime when y'all saw the team coming back on the field. That's when he found out. And he just let them know that he's never thrown routes to these particular men that were in the game with him. But that's the thing, man. Is it really a concussion? They can say that. Hell, we have seen people plot on his downfall for a long time. Who's to say that the medical team over at the Browns are not with the Kevin Stefanski foolishness? Let's go.
We can understand, so then we have a week to prepare. Stuff I like to do.
Or do you think that if you play next week, if they'll clear protocol, do you feel like if the game plan is designed for you and you get those first team reps, those starting reps in practice, that this is just going to be a whole different ball game for you when you get out there?
No, the most I can ask for is opportunity. See, like that's an uncontrollable thing that I'm not able to.
I'm so glad he is so smart. She's trying to pull him into making decisions for himself or going against what his coaches have decided. He said the most he can ask for is an opportunity. He clearly understands the position he's in, not as a quarterback, but as somebody that's not wanted in that organization.
Control, and that's not nothing I should speak on. Just being the quarterback of this team, this franchise. You know, they gave me an opportunity. I ain't do up to my expectation and enough to get us a win. So I just got to take that one to the chin. You mentioned that you hadn't really thrown to Jerry and these guys at the starting unit, and Kevin alluded to that as well. How much of there was maybe like a rust factor or acclimation period with those pass catchers in the second half? I think you've seen it was just rough overall. It was a rough day overall. But the thing that I was excited about is just being able to get out there. It's the first time I got hit like since just my last game in Colorado. So just having that feeling back, is good. And I feel fulfilled overall when it comes to being out there practicing, going in between the lines, seeing actually what it's like. And I know I'm made for it. I don't think it was a doubt in my mind that final drive was going to go down there, score. Things happened, we didn't, but I was just excited because I knew what I was going to be able to do out there.
Let's talk about that final drive, though. Okay, let's talk about that final drive, though. How? Oh God, y'all! It's like they were missing balls. Shedeur threw the ball right in, and I'm not here to just make other people look bad. But let's call a thing a thing. Why y'all was catching the ball way before Shedeur got in the game? Y'all was catching dirt balls last week. Dylan was throwing balls in the dirt and y'all was diving head first to catch it. All of a sudden, Shedeur is placing a ball in your hands and you cannot catch it. Okay, okay.
And for the team, for the linemen, and uh, even getting snaps from Poe, like that was amazing. Going out there in a live game, being able to do that with him, and the way the guys, the way the O line, running back, receivers, defense, like all right around. That's all you guys for a quarterback.
On that last drive, you made it.
If you live in a Florida zip code and have
I think every throw, is going to be complete until it's not. I know Gage is a dog. I have the most reps with Gage out of everybody out there. So we out there in Hungry Dogs going at it every day. So
Yeah, he admitted that he doesn't have he doesn't have a relationship, the cohesiveness or the chemistry with the ones. Gage is the person he has the most chemistry with, because they play on the same practice squad.
help me understand the concepts live. Come with it. Okay, cool. Next play.
What you doing with it?
It's going to be complete until it's not. I know Gage is a dog. I have the most reps with Gage out of everybody out there. So we out there in Hungry Dogs going at it every day. So yeah.
It just seemed like a really good play by the defender. That was a nice throw by you. And I mean, is that how you saw it? Just a bang?
No, I don't think too much in it. I don't think too much in that. I just take what come with it. Okay, cool. Next play.
What you doing with it? Kevin's talked a lot about those extra periods. You mentioned the 100 periods, just as opportunities to get extra reps and everything. How much did you feel like those extra reps have at least helped prepare you for when you were out there finally, if at all?
Yeah, it helped me understand the concepts live, but it's different when it's different body types going out there, different way how people get out of routes. Like what I seen on the pick.
They're trying to get him to talk about not having reps, right? Shador is so wise. Okay, you can be smart and you can be wise. For his age, he is so wise and how he answers these questions and even how he engages with the media. Just look at how he gave that man a look when he asked.
What I seen on the pick initially was I see his hips turn, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna be able to get out there. But at the same time, like playing quarterback is extremely hard. So it's like I like knowing every detail about my receivers. I like knowing the small things, what they're good at, what they're not good at. It's like so many details that helps me play confident with those guys. And I know, we at the bottom right now. This performance, everything, it'll never be like this. But I'm dedicated to being able to get those opportunities with those guys to have a relationship. I got a relationship with all the Hungry Dogs though. We like clockwork out there, but you just gotta see everything a little bit more. They can come out, roust them, do all different type of stuff. So
Besides that, not having the familiarity with the first team guys, what was the most difficult part of it? The Ravens coverage, the pressure they brought, the speed of it. What did you find difficult?
I'm gonna give them their props. It was a good football team, but I know the only way is up with it for sure.
Sorry, you came into a very intense game against a division rival, a close game, and you said you didn't feel like you played well. But what did you think went right?
I was so excited when I heard Josina's voice in the room. I was like, yes, she made it. If y'all are not aware, Anderson is our media internet auntie. You probably see her on, listen to her on different platforms, but follow her on X, on Twitter. She does have some great takes and updates along this journey.
And what went right for you to build upon for your next start?
Losing isn't something I'm comfortable with at all. So everything, I just gotta take this one. I gotta take this one. I gotta decompress. I gotta understand, like, this really happened. On my watch. So I don't like the feeling, and I know offensively, if I'm able to get out there and have an opportunity, I know that I'll be able to take everything to a different level. Like I said, I'm still the same confidence. I'm still me. I'll never go anywhere.
It was at this moment, y'all, like the way he answered her question as opposed to those before him, she touched something in him and it made him really give, not that he wasn't honest before, but I can tell that the loss affected him. Of course, we saw him sitting on the sideline with LeJounte, but I could see that he was holding back there, and he was really trying not to like let his emotions flow. When he answered Josina's question.
Just going out there seeing daylight. That's all I needed. This really happened. It isn't something I'm comfortable with at all. So
Sorry, you got into a very intense game against a division rival,
yeah.
a close game, and you said you didn't feel like you played well. But what do you think went right, and what went right for you to build upon for your next start?
Um, losing isn't something I'm comfortable with.
So he said losing is something he's not comfortable with. And you have to look at the body language when you're with a young person, especially our nephews, because I'm surrounded by boys most of the time. When they rub the top of their head like that, they're really trying to either gather their thoughts, contain their emotions, or comfort themselves so that they can calm down and get their point across. So whatever it is they're trying to do. So when Shedeur rubbed his head, I knew that he was trying to keep it together. Right, man. So if we go back to that scene where, Shedeur came home and he was in the house with Coach Prime, and Coach Prime said, it's okay to love both of your parents. When we saw that scene where he was so hurt that, he had just came home from his mom, now he's back at his dad, it takes me back there.
With at all. So everything I just gotta take this one, I gotta take this one, I gotta decompress, I gotta understand like, this really happened, on my watch. So I don't like the feeling, and I know offensively, if I'm able to get out there and have an opportunity, I know that I'll be able to take everything to a different level. Like I said, I'm still the same confidence. I'm still me. I'll never go anywhere. Just going out there seeing daylight. That's all I needed. To see how they move out there. You playing against a great defense. You got guys from the Pro Bowl out there, so it's exciting to see. Okay, this is what it's like. All right, this is what it's like. I'm excited for it. So, I just gotta take this one, and build on it.
What was that communication? What was the communication like?
Why nobody else was able to get something in the back?
Did you notice the reaction from the fans when you came into the game? Were you able to soak that in?
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful. Well, first let me say this: when Dylan out there playing and all that, I appreciate the fans, I appreciate everybody, but it don't really. I'm a good person overall, so I don't really like him not feeling comfortable, confident, when he get out there. So
Now, I have to interject because the protection that Shedeur is wanting to apply to Dylan in terms of Dylan's mental health and his emotional well-being, Dylan does not reciprocate that to Shedeur. And it kind of hurt me that, let's finish. I'll finish.
it puts everything in a tough spot, and it's not helping the team.
Shedeur said that it's okay to support him, but when the fans don't support Dylan, it puts things in a tough spot for him. Y'all have to read what he's saying. I hear what he's saying, but understand what he's saying. Based on all the support that he gets from the fans, from the Browns fans, his fan base, the support of the Sanders family, based on all of that support, okay, people hate him in that locker room and in that organization because of how much other people love him. He can't say that, but read into it. Let me go back.
What was that communication? What was that communication like?
Why nobody else was able to get something in the back?
Did you notice the reaction from the fans when you came into the game? Were you able to soak that in?
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful. Well, first let me say this: when Dylan out there playing and all that, I appreciate the fans, I appreciate everybody, but it don't really. I'm a good person overall, so I don't really like him not feeling comfortable, confident, when he get out there. So
Shedeur say he's a good person, so he doesn't like Dylan feeling not confident. Shedeur, I love you, and I'm the auntie that's gonna tell you like it is. It's And as an Aquarius, we're like that. We're empaths, right? So we want other people to feel comfortable. I just wish that Shedeur could just focus on his own well-being because Dylan ain't doing the same for him. We have seen Dylan sub him. We see Dylan with a smirk on his face, knowing that he benefits from privilege, knowing that there is an active effort to suppress Shedeur and keep him out of the game and to ruin his dreams in his hope of being an NFL great, following in the footsteps of his father, who's a Hall of Famer. Dylan who? Dylan who? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Just give me some more details, Tony. But Dylan doesn't provide Shador with the same adoration. At least I haven't seen it. Let's go.
You know, it puts everything in a tough spot. You know, and it's not helping the team. You know, so that could be taken as okay. I'm being a distraction, even though I ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm not doing nothing. But I'm thankful for the supporters. Thankful for the fans.
He just said it. All of that can be taken as a distraction, even though it's not coming from him. And they know that Shador is not in control of these YouTube channels. That Shador does not control the fan base that shows up at the game and screams his name and chants for him. That we want 12, we want 12. It's 50,000 people chanting that. How are they making that Shador's fault? That's what they're doing, you guys. Shador is getting the after effects. Dylan feelings hurt. Kevin Stefanski's feelings are hurt because he's getting dragged up and through the internet. So he comes back to work with even more disdain and hate for Shador. And that's unfortunate that he has experienced that.
Thankful for everybody out there, you know, that believes. And yeah, when I got out there, I definitely felt them, and you know, I'm truly thankful for it. And yeah, I'm just thankful that I'm out here. You know, I'm thankful for the opportunity. Thankful for seeing all them 12 jerseys out there, and it was a great feeling for that. But the feeling of losing, that ain't nothing we're gonna get comfortable with, like on my watch for sure.
Appreciate it. We done. Thank you.
Okay. Let's start with that one for a second. Y'all see what I mean? He is literally fighting for his life back there in that organization. And he's really just trying to focus. He's trying to focus and keep it moving. Let's go on to the one the other day and then we'll move right along. Give me one moment. Let me know when y'all can see the screen.
What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Sure. Just first off, just how you doing mentally, emotionally, obviously. About what happened at your homes. How you doing after that?
Yeah, mentally, emotionally, I'm in a great place overall. In life, it's always gonna be adversity. Things aren't always gonna go, as planned. But I would say, I'm prepared for everything.
What's your plan to approach this week, knowing now that you are going to get your first NFL start?
The same how I always am. Knowing exactly where everybody's gonna be, prepare, understand that they have a great defense. They're coached by a great coach, and they have great players on that side of the ball. So just doing what I can, to prepare mentally, physically, emotionally, to make sure I'm my best self.
Sure. How much do you feel that with this start, if you play well, that you could sort of cement yourself as the starting quarterback moving forward?
I don't think too much into that, Like I think in the moment present today, I go over the game plan and make sure I execute that. When you start moving too fast in life, sometimes, you miss the small details of things. So I never want to overlook anything.
Shedeur, what's the 24/40?
Shedeur, this was a very clean and polished interview. I think, and I'm always so happy to see Shedeur in his pressers. But I think this was the best presser for me, y'all, to date. Since he's been an NFL and throughout Colorado, I think this is a very good look for Shedeur. Yes, that was Mary Kay. Mary Kay lies up front, y'all. That was her. That was Mary Kay run. Y'all saw up there. Yep, that was her. Let's go.
8 hours after the Ravens game. What was your kind of process like in terms of deconstructing that game, going through your reps, and what were you able to kind of pull away from that you could?
Okay, that's Tony Grossi asking him a question, but the question Tony is asking him, they think they slick. They ask him all of these questions to see if he's intelligent enough to respond. But like I was sharing with some people earlier today, that Shador, in this particular presser, he was highly professional. I love the way he articulated himself. He found his conversational pieces. He answered the questions very intelligently. Okay. So it's like y'all trying to ask him all of these technical questions to see if it's true that he doesn't process information. Shador does process information. And again, you it's the shade for me. It's the shade for me. Yes, I love it. Exactly, Detroit Cat. Yes, ma'am. He is owning his leadership.
You build off of and as positives.
Um, Really, the positives from that game is just being able to go in there, breaking that barrier, coming off the sideline for so many weeks, and being able to do that. I don't think a lot of people understand, how challenging that is from a rookie going into a game. Now, a lot of NFL vets, backup quarterbacks, they've been in the league. You feel me? I'm just coming out of college. So it's a different um, feeling, but I enjoy it. So, as the game went on and, I settled in, okay, I know what's going on. So as long as I get comfortable, which I am, each and every day, seeing the guys run the routes and being out there, um, it feels good. So I know for sure I'm gonna do everything in my power, and as a team, we're doing everything in our power to make sure we have success on Sunday.
Shedeur, how much are you looking forward to this week, getting all of the first team reps? Because Kevin,
This is the wonder of an pro.
I'm sorry.
getting all of those first.
Sure, I'm gonna do everything in my power, and as a team, we're doing everything in our power to make sure we have success on Sunday.
Shedeur, how much are you looking forward to this week, getting all of the first team?
Now, I don't know how many of y'all saw this presser, but Mary Kay Lyles thought that she was gonna sit there and ask all the questions, honey. She tried to ask all the questions, all the questions. She thought it was her moment. Child.
Team reps finally for the first time with the starters, and then having Tommy design a game plan to maximize your strengths and your skill set.
Yeah, I'm truly excited for that. Knowing that I have a piece of offense and a say so and how things fit my eye and place the players exactly where they need to be, seeing how they come in and out of routes, seeing the structure of the alignment, seeing.
Well, the people say Tommy Reese ain't no different from Kevin Stefanski. What do y'all say, chat? What do y'all say? The people say Tommy Reese is no different from Pat Schumer. What's y'all perspective, chat? I want to hear from the chat. I want to hear what the family got to say because I don't know Tommy Reese. She asked him, how excited he was gonna be being there. He's gonna have plays designed by Tommy Reese. Well, the people say Tommy Reese ain't it either. Chad, what y'all got to say about that?
And they set seeing, just having a feeling. Like I'm more of a feel type of person, so that's how I learn. That's how I do everything. I'm gonna just watch it. It's just gonna happen. No, like I gotta be out.
Y'all gotta listen to Shedeur, right? He basically told us in the post game presser, um, everything without saying anybody's name. He said he didn't have a relationship with the ones. He's never practiced with the ones, right? He's telling us right here that he cannot learn from watching. He has to get out there and actually do it. You know, that's to the people who Kevin Stefanski or whoever would like to say he does virtual reps. You know what I'm saying? He can watch on the sideline.
There,
Child.
feel it. I got to move around. It's like so many details that it takes for me, to feel my best and play my best. And I'm doing everything in my power, and the team's doing everything, to help me get prepared.
Shedeur, as you've worked behind the scenes, obviously we haven't gotten to see you at practice since training camp, but what are you most proud of, I guess, with your development so far, and where do you feel like you've grown?
I would say definitely, I would say mentally, emotionally. I know this is a trending topic that my house got broken into, but I'm in a mental space now to where it's not too much that could phase me. Honestly, that's going on, and none of my jewelry got took anyway. So, by the way, none of my jewelry got took. So now, it's just called slipping. It happens.
Shedeur, you mentioned after the game on Sunday.
Actually, he did not get caught slipping. Did y'all see the? I gotta pull up the video, but we're gonna talk. We're gonna address the burglary.
How you really understand the details of your receivers and
Mhm.
what they like and whatnot. Just historically for you as a player, how long has that process typically taken you as far as getting to a point where you guys can see what each other wants without maybe actually having to see what each other wants and likes?
Well, I would say I definitely have a realistic approach, and I know my development, as a player and everything, and mentally and everything, has to speed up due to the situation. So I just like new challenges, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun going out there, doing what I got to do, and the fact that we are up against time, we are up against, growing real fast. So that's what's exciting. That's what is the rush, that everybody feels. That's what excitement. That's when everybody gonna be in the stadium lit to understand how quickly it is gonna take for us to have success, and I truly believe it won't be long.
Shedeur, I know you have probably been envisioning this opportunity for a long time. You have a lot of fans who want so much, expect so much from you. What's your philosophy on managing expectations in a situation like this?
I would say for sure I'm my own biggest critic, so in certain situations in the game, even in that fourth down of that last game, I wish I would have just extended the play, you know. So mind you, I don't listen to critics. I don't listen to anybody has to say that's not within the organization, not within the team, not within the family or anything, because it's like everybody have their own perspectives, but they're not out there doing it, so or they done it in their past life and their time has passed. So I'm just thankful that I'm living in the present. Now I have the opportunity to go out there and do the best I can. Will there be mistakes? Of course. But it wouldn't be as many mistakes, we're trying to minimize those most possible.
Shedeur, what was your dad's reaction to you getting the start, and will he be there on Sunday?
Quite honestly, right now, I'm not even I don't know. I'm so focused on what I'm doing.
Shedeur didn't want to talk to them people about his daddy. Like, don't ask me no questions about my daddy.
And I don't even be talking to too many people right now.
I'm sure you talked to him, though, yeah?
I ain't talked to him today or yesterday. I talked to Shiloh. Shiloh called me, but
Yeah, Shedeur, keep them out your business.
I said, bro, right now, if you want to talk, everybody just fly in and come see me, bro.
So my next question is, do y'all think Coach Prime is going to fly in and come see Shedeur at a home game? Or what is the probability that Coach Prime will be in Vegas for the Raiders game? I think Coach Prime going to the Raiders game. What y'all think?
I ain't trying to be on my phone. I'm not trying to do any of that. If you want to talk, just pull up on me, and then we could talk from there. But other than that, I don't even check my phone. Too many people have been texting me, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I didn't get robbed. My house did.
So safe to say that Shiloh will be there.
I think. Yeah, I think. Like I say, whenever it's either, I just say, bro, let me know. And I got enough people around me to communicate and the details with everything. So I'm fine.
How much of the support from your teammates has led to some confidence in this moment? How much have they kind of rallied around you from training camp to now to make you feel confident to go out there?
A lot. I would say the teammates are definitely a big portion of everything, but at the same time, they have their own jobs they have to do also. So I have to take that upon myself to know that I have the responsibility, to bring this team a win on our side of the ball. So I got to do what's necessary to do that.
Sure. When you look at some of those blitz looks that the Ravens showed you in the second half, what do you think that you maybe could have done better? And what do you think will be?
These are not just the nurse pens. Anyone who appreciates a
I think I handled the blitz pretty good. I think it's some certain scenarios, I could have been tighter, with my footwork and anything. But when it comes from film study and from everything, there's a lot of things, from that side, I done well. And, minus the couple things going into the game, of course, that I could change. But all that's about feel. All that's about a different feel and about getting the reps and doing everything like that. So I'm excited and doing to the game as the time went on. You seen the comfort, you seen all that, you seen the juice behind it. So I know I could get to that place. So that moment was a moment of hope, and I hope we all have.
You talked about how excited you talked so much about how much of a comfort level you have with your hungry dog guys and how much you really.
Yeah, no, for the optics sake, Shedeur naysayers don't anymore. I think I missed the point there. So the question is, do we think Coach Prime is going to show up at the Raiders game? I've never expected to see him at a Cleveland Browns home game. But do we think, because Las Vegas is not far from Colorado, and like somebody said, if he has time, he'll be there. So wait a minute, help me out. The CU game this week, is it home or away? He do need to go get his baby a hug. Detroit Cat, me and you be on the same vibe, too. Um, I think that if CU's game is a home game, he'll be in Detroit on Sunday. Yeah. So I think it'd be nice. I think we will see that stadium erupt if they when they pan up there in them seats and see Coach Prime sitting up there. It's gonna be a whole nother story. So I don't know. I think we might see Coach Prime at the Raiders game, y'all.
Love to throw those guys. Do you think that these guys will, the coaches will give you an opportunity to have some of your.
So CU's game this week is home. Oh, he will be at the Raiders game on Sunday. So when that CU game ends, he's flying out to Vegas. Coach Prime going to see Shedeur play. They are going to see him start his whole game. Like somebody said in the chat, child, everybody gonna be there, even Snow. It's gonna be a family affair. The seniors are going to show up for Shedeur this Sunday. I believe. I believe.
Comfort, hungry dog.
See, I ain't got that much motion here yet. I don't have that much motion here yet. I gotta win some games. I gotta do what I gotta do to be able to make some requests. But right now, I'm just excited to be on the field right now.
They keep asking him questions to see if his ego is out of control. And he keeps bringing them right back down to humility.
Talk about how excited you said sometimes he and you in the mornings go over the tape of the previous practice regularly. What do you get out of those sessions, the one-on-ones with Kevin?
I get a lot knowing, going through the checklist, going through the reads and all that. But look, all that stuff changes whenever you're in a real game. Like, honestly, like it feels way different. Like, I don't know. Hungry Dog's cool, but it's not like the real thing. You know what I mean? So, like that keeps you, mentally, so you don't go out there and be a disaster. But I don't think I think it's cool. I don't know if genuinely prepare you to go out there in the actual game, you know, and be able to dominate, you know.
You talked about how excited you were coming out the field Sunday, just getting your first NFL reps.
Well, I was excited after, you know, after.
I see we have some new people in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. If y'all gonna troll, goddamn it, hit the like button or troll on the super chat. Welcome.
I already thought about like, dang, we really just lost that game. Like, it could have been so close, you know.
Right.
Could have been small details that we've done different to be able to win that game. So,
But
yeah.
so what do you think the emotion's going to be going out to take that first snap in Vegas on Sunday?
I think it's everything. We all think. I think it's gonna be. I already thought about like, dang, we really just lost that game. Like, it could have been so close, you know.
Right.
Could have been small details that we've done different to be able to win that game. So,
But
yeah.
so what do you think the emotion's going to be going out to take that first snap in Vegas on Sunday?
I think it's everything. Everything we all think. I think it's gonna be exciting. I know a lot of y'all gonna be there. I know you can't miss it. You cannot miss this moment.
Okay. Shedeur said, I know a lot of y'all gonna be there because he knows there are people that are rooting for him, but there's a lot of people who are rooting against him. So that was his little way of saying, I know y'all gonna be there because y'all don't think I'm gonna do well. But yeah.
It'll be definitely exciting. We going out there with a purpose, going out there mentally ready, no distractions, no anything. And you know, I'll be excited.
Your offensive line. We're gonna do Chris and then one more.
Just getting comfortable with your offensive line. How important is that, and how much does getting those live reps, just going into this game, just having to have behind that offensive line, how much is that going to help you and them?
With the offensive line, you got to just be able to feel. You got to know the different things. You know how to manipulate the pocket and stuff. So I think in the Hungry Dogs aspect, I'm an expert in that environment. You know, but with our guys, I gotta still figure. We all have to feel each other and figure each other out. So that's the main thing. Doing what we need to do to make each other comfortable.
This is gonna Mary Kay.
We'll do two more after this.
So I don't know who the PR or the communications person that is directing the media, but Mary Kay done asked about 12 questions. Why would y'all let her ask another question, child? Anyway, so they wanted to do one more question. Shedeur told them he'll do two more.
Does it help you to run sometimes the scouts and go against like a Miles Garrett and a Denzel Ward and a Mason Graham and Collins and those guys? How much has that helped you so far this year?
Help me in what way?
Just get ready to go against like Max Crosby and the things that you're going to face on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, we have a great defense. We have one of the best defense, if not the best defense in the league. But I don't know if that directly translates to. I don't know if that directly translates that, because you're getting a card and you're just going out there just being free. You know, like it's a total different. It's a total different thing.
Shedeur,
But also you do the speed and all that stuff. You know, it's similar, but you know, like if a regular season game and what people say like a playoff game in a Super Bowl is a little bit faster. So whether it's in practice in the game, it's gonna be like a tenth faster. You know, so.
Shedeur, you'll now be the 42nd starting quarterback since the Browns came back.
Hey, that's a good number.
This
That's ironic. That's crazy.
Franchise that has been starved for a franchise QB. What would be your message to the fans kind of going into this game as you kind of start, you know, your NFL career really for the first time starting?
Well, I know our fans have hope, you know, and I'm the one that What'd you say? Yeah. For instance, I know our fans have a lot of expectations and hope, and I would be doing a disservice to myself and disservice to the organization if I didn't feel like I am the guy. I did everything I need to. I'm doing everything I need to prepare to be the best version of myself.
I think he just stated his claim. He said he would be doing a disservice if he did not approach it like he is that guy. Y'all heard what he said.
If it's possible.
I've never heard Dylan Gabriel speak like this, by the way. I think Shedeur owns his leadership. He owns his capabilities as a quarterback. And Dylan is a bit like he know he don't belong there.
Um, with the circumstances, everything got to be sped up, and that's great. You know, I like pressure in life. Um, I'm just excited for everything. So, you know, I feel like I'm the guy. I know I'm the guy, but, you know, you just have to be able to see. The game got to speak.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all so much for hanging in here with me today. If you're just getting here, I am Discerning Goddess. Welcome to my channel. Over here, we are internet aunties, internet uncles, and internet cousins. Over here, we are the village. Um, we know that it takes a village to raise a child, but we also know that it takes a village to reach, teach, train, educate, inspire, and encourage our youth to greatness. If that sounds like something you would love to be a part of, go ahead and hit subscribe. Tap the like button. Come on in the chat. When I say come in the chat, that means uh let us get to know you. Hit the like button. That means take your shoes off in my house. Have a seat. You want something to drink? I got you. So we just get through reviewing both of Shedeur's pressers. And how do y'all feel about his anticipation um for this week's game? I feel I'm happy for Shedeur, but at the same time, knowing what I know, I'm very nervous for him too. After seeing this, right? After seeing this, I'm very, 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 very nervous for him. Nervous for him. Y'all give me a moment. Let me pull up a video real quick that I want you all to see. Let me go over to my Twitter. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. I told y'all I had time today. Y'all thought I was playing? You thought I was playing? Let's go. So, speaking of the Raiders, we about to go see one of Shedeur's, in my opinion, biggest haters. Let's go.
He's gonna be Shedeur Sanders, okay? I said, look, this is gonna be a story of a lifetime, okay? There's already proof in the pudding. He already talked about something. I'm gonna be like Tom Brady. He ain't gonna be like Tom Brady. He gonna be Shedeur Sanders, okay? I said,
Mm-hmm. Say it again, Jameis. Say it again, Jameis.
How can I ever get better?
Jameis said it a long time ago because Jameis knows what we know not. Jameis knows what we know not.
story of a lifetime, okay? There's already proof in the pudding. He already talked about something. I'm gonna be like Tom Brady. He ain't gonna be like Tom Brady. He gonna be Shedeur Sanders, okay? I said,
Okay, let's see what Tom, this big old hater, Tom Brady got to say. And mind you, he is a hater. If you're just getting here, it is my theory, my opinion, and from my perspective, I believe that Tom Brady is one of the biggest haters, right? When Shedeur was suppressed in the at the draft, when he was suppressed to the fifth round, leading up to that, all Shador talked about was being mentored by Tom Brady. We saw the Sanders family hanging out with Jerry Jones, but not one of those individuals sent Shador or tossed him a lifeline and drafted him, right? It is my theory that Tom Brady, yes, Tom Shady, that's his name. Tom Shady, he knew all those years when he was training with Shedeur, allowing Shedeur to come train with him. when he was talking on the phone with Coach Prime, because Coach Prime loves his children. All he do is talk about his children and how talented they are and gifted and blessed his family is. I believe that Tom Brady decided in his mind that Shedeur was his competition. What do you mean by that? What I mean by that was when Shedeur was suppressed into the fifth round, it wasn't about not paying him $40 million. This was an attack on, yes, it was an attack on Shadeur's dreams, but it also was an attack on Coach Prime's legacy. So Tom Brady has sized himself up to Coach Prime. He has sons of his own. Let me tell y'all something. I told y'all, white men don't like being under no black men. They don't like being lined up with y'all. They know that y'all are great. They know that God put a gift inside of you. So the moment came for Tom Brady to get his lick back. He has come out several times and shaded Shedeur since the draft. Several times. But here he goes today. Nobody at all. Always talk about Shedeur. Here's Tom Brady. Not one time have you seen him come out and speak on Shadeur's behalf to defend him, speak up for him, take up for him. You know who's been taking up for Shedeur? His black uncles. His black uncles. I'm gonna say it like it is. Ryan Clark, LaShawn McCoy, Doc Holiday. Y'all put some names in the chat. His black uncles, Shannon Sharp sometimes. But we know that when Shannon and Ocho give their take, it's constructive criticism. It's not full of malice like a lot of these guys. But old Tom Shady, baby, he is one of the biggest clout chasers off of Shedeur. And if you don't believe me, go back. Correlate. Anytime Shedeur is in the headline, here go Tom Brady. Like, what in the hell is wrong with you, dude? What is wrong with you? So let's go. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. All of a sudden, everybody want to come talk about how many damn reps they used to get when they was in the NFL. I don't give a damn. Like, I'm seriously sick of these run the races behind bastards. That's what they are. Okay? Where you coming from, Tom Brady? Out of the dark hole that you belong. Okay? And now Shedeur is going to play the Raiders, the team that you did not want him to be on. Let me tell you something. People will show you who they are and how they think about you and how they feel. I get so angry because I know for years Shedeur has, in a sense, I won't say idolized Tom Brady, but looked up to him as one of his great mentors and greatest athletes. And it wasn't even from a place of he's a great athlete. He felt like he had a rapport with Tom Brady. He felt like he had a relationship with Tom Brady. But for some reason, Tom Brady feels like giving Shedeur his ass to kiss every time he opened his mouth. He ain't got to say Shedeur name. When he came out and says he likes his quarterback to go celebrate with the O line, when Shedeur had his game with the Panthers and Shedeur was you know, being Shedeur, here come his waggedy pasty, no unseasoned ass coming out talking about how quarterbacks supposed to celebrate. But you ain't saying not a damn thing about how Jackson Dart celebrated, how Cam Scatterboo was celebrating. Y'all better watch. It's not that I don't like them people. I don't like the shit that they do. He needs to come on out and say what his issue is. Because every time he do shit like this, I'm going to come out and cuss his ass the fuck out. Ain't nobody asked you shit. This is about Shedeur, not you. Here's the thing, Tom Shady ass Brady. Okay? You and Shedeur are not the same. You are a privileged white man. Shedeur is a wealthy black young man. Y'all ain't the fucking same. This is him dismissing everything Shedeur has gone through from draft day to now. He is okay with Kevin Stefanski's bullshit. This is what Tom Brady is expressing and exposing to the masses. Y'all better wake up and see what the hell going on with his goofy ass. Okay, Shador didn't even have 2 reps, bastard. He didn't have 2 reps. Shador was not getting no reps. And this is how they excuse the type of mess that they be doing. This is Tom Brady, y'all. Remember when Shador was over there in Colorado talking about he going Brady mode? All that every time he have a good day on Brady mode, Shador tossing up the wrist. The whole time this man was over there wishing and hoping that Shador stopped that shit. This is why I'm so upset and angry. Because I just wish Shador knew that everybody face that he loved everybody that he loved, they was playing in his damn face. And I know he knows it now. I know he knows it now, but I'm sorry y'all for cussing. I apologize. But this is how upset I am about people like this. And Tom Brady, especially him, because he has the biggest platform. And he uses his name and his platform to subtly shade Shador and shit on him at the same damn time. Get on my doggone nerve. And this is what I mean. This is a damn demon. Okay, they come in all forms. Okay, child. Y'all, I'm sorry. It's the middle of the day. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But listen, let me go back to Jameis. Our cousin James, our cousin from the country, from the deep country.
It's gonna be a
Cousin
story
James.
of a lifetime. Okay, it's already proof in the pudding. Look, this is gonna be a
Cou-
story of a lifetime. Okay, it's already proof in the pudding. He already talked about something. I'm gonna be like Tom Brady. He ain't gonna be like Tom Brady. He gonna be Shedeur Sanders. Okay, I said.
Y'all heard what cousin James from the country had to say. Listen to him one more time.
Look,
Let's
this is
go.
gonna be a story of a lifetime. Okay, it's already proof in the pudding. He already talked about something. I'm gonna be like Tom Brady. He ain't gonna be like Tom Brady. He gonna be Shedeur Sanders. Okay, I said.
Y'all heard what James had to say. I love it. James said, stop saying that bull crap. I know him in the way that you don't know him. James said, you going to be Shedeur Sanders, okay? Shedeur Sanders. You ain't going to be no damn Tom Brady. Listen, I fell in love with James after he said that. I know that's right. Y'all going to have to forgive James for the crab, stealing the crab legs, because he's standing on business by his nephew right here, child. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. Tom Brady can go to hell. Tom Brady can carry his ass to hell. He can go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. And y'all be around here worshiping these people. He ain't child, please. If these grown ass men retired from the NFL and currently in the NFL jealous of Shedeur. Just jealous. Shedeur ain't really done nothing but be Shedeur. And they around here jealous already. Tom Brady, you did enough. You passed him up in the damn draft. That ain't enough. Leave him alone. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what this game gonna be like on Sunday with the Raiders, but I want to see Shedeur ball all the way out, and I want the camera to show Tom Brady's face. Pick your face up. Y'all supposed to help me be better. Don't be y'all help me be better. He is. Oh my goodness, y'all. Where are we right now? So yeah, Shedeur, he had an interesting game, and the same thing, in my opinion, that happened with the Rams. It happened with the Ravens, in my opinion. I think his game was sabotaged, in my opinion. I do. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Trying to pull up the video. Hold on. Let me get y'all some footage. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. So Shador had a game, it gave him, I feel like, even though it was an actual game, it was practice for him. Now he knows what he's dealing with in a real, actual NFL game. Okay, cool. After looking at a lot of tapes and film reviews, actually he didn't play that bad. It wasn't him. All of the, some of the mistakes, he maybe had two or three mistakes, but he did not play bad. Despite them not winning, he didn't play bad, right? So this was when he came onto the field. I hate doing TikTok because TikTok be switching up.
Out onto the field for the first time, it is Shedeur Sanders.
Y'all know how bad he wanted to throw that wrist up when he ran on that field. I thought he was throwing the wrist up, but he was asking the crowd to get louder and louder, y'all.
And now coming out onto the field for the first time, it is Shedeur Sanders.
It is. I never.
Fans do not know that Gabriel is being evaluated for a concussion, but they were chanting for Shedeur in the first half, and he will start the second half on the field for the Browns.
And for Tommy Reese, the offensive coordinator, this is Shedeur Sanders' first opportunity to get out there with the offense. You want to ease him in, a run play, a screen, a short pass, something to get those kind of jitters out and get this offense going.
If you're Zach Gore from Baltimore, you might want to attack him very early in this down situation. Throwing on first down, and he's got a completion immediately to Cedric Tillman. And these Cleveland fans are loving life right now.
Get this offense going.
If you're Zach Gore from Baltimore, you might want to attack him very early in this down situation. Throwing on first down, and he's got a completion immediately to Cedric.
Listen, on that first snap, let me tell y'all something. I ain't know how to act. First of all, seeing him run out there on that field, when I tell y'all, I caught chills. The little hairs on my arms were standing up. Like my body just went into this like electrifying, mode of like just oh my God. I just experienced a nervousness but excitement at the same damn time. Super happy. I went and sent out a text to people. I was screaming in the damn text. How do you scream in the text? I don't know. But yes, when he ran out there on that field, y'all, it was on, okay? I was emotional, okay? So I feel y'all in the chat.
Tillman. And these Cleveland fans are loving life right now with Shedeur on the field.
The moment we've all been waiting for. The moment we've all been waiting for. And then while all of that was happening, y'all, when I tell y'all the devil be busy, the devil be so busy. These people done went to that boy house, and I don't put it past nobody. These people done went to that boy house and broke in his house while he's at work. Imagine going to work, and while you at work, your neighbors or somebody done broke into your house. Hmm. Now I know y'all don't saw the footage out there. I know y'all saw the footage out there of the burglary of the people walking through his home. It's such a violation, y'all. It's such a violation. I'm trying to pull up the video now. Give me a moment. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, so it is some new footage out there, and I just wanted to review this with us real quick, and then we're gonna go. Because I noticed something in the new footage that I did not see in the first footage, the video that they put out there. Oh my goodness, Peter. You know, y'all play too much. And listen, I'm not even okay. So when I stream the show on my TV and I do the work from my laptop. So I'm not even looking up. So I didn't even know you sent the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, beloved. And y'all got it. Okay. That's why I got to learn how to stay up at night. Cause see, I don't like to cuss during the daytime. Thank you. so So we're gonna look at the new footage. There is new footage out there of the break-in on Shedeur's home. So I'm about to share that with y'all real quick. We're gonna talk about that for a little bit, and then we're gonna go because we are over 2 hours right now for part two. And I knew it was gonna be a long day, but I ain't trying to hold y'all that long. Let me know when y'all can see the film. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay, shout out to Mario. If y'all have not subscribed to I Smoke Hip Hop Live, go ahead and subscribe to my brother. And I want to say this too, blessed one. Where you get this video from? Because I have been searching high and low for this footage, right? I've been searching high and low for this footage and could not find this angle of the camera. So if you want to see this whole video, go over to Blessed One over there at I Smoke Hip Hop Live, and he has a video on them breaking into Shedeur's home from the outside. So let's go. So here you see three people walk up to Shedeur's home. They have some type of device. At first, I thought it was the phone, but now I'm learning that it was some type of device that disarms the alarm system. I want to show y'all something. Of course, they look like little teenagers. They look like they might be in their early 20s or teenagers or something like that. But watch this. Let me show y'all something real quick. Right there. Let me know when y'all see the person kick the door. They definitely don't look like they from the community. Hold on. I'm so glad you said that. Cleveland, Ohio, family over there from the Garden Terrace or Terrace Gardens or wherever. Y'all need to find out who the hell these people was that broke into your cousin's house. We need the streets to find out who did this. Cause I saw somewhere on X that it's $1 million reward for the arrest of the culprits. That's all I'm gonna say. There is $1 million reward. They definitely not like us. Listen, I love my chat. We be right on code. Come on now. Okay, let's look at this person kick the door again. Do they kick that door like a boy or a girl? Do they look like a young man kicking that door to you? Or do they look like some kind of do they look like a male or a female? Cause me, I ain't never seen no young man kick like that. Whoever that is struggling to kick that door, they look like they wear high heels sometimes. She walking on that gravel like she's used to keeping her balance, like she's been in heels before. Either it's a trans or it's a real girl. Okay, no, that's a girl. I know. Listen, I'm a woman. I know a girl when I see one. That's a girl that hang out with boys. That's probably one of their little girlfriends. Oh, 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 Peter. I ain't think of that one. But see, damn, Shedeur. Oh God. Let's play it again. So they done kick the door open. I'm sorry, blessed one. I'm gonna when I come back, I'm gonna watch the whole ad. So that's three people. Later on, y'all, two more people came. So it was a total of five people. We saw three kick the door in, right? Then you're going to see three more walk up to the property. Then comes to find out they stole shit like clothes and handbags. See, you see the three people outside? Oh, those the first three. Hold on. So that's the first three. Later on, you see two more people walk up. So it was a total of five people that were on Shedeur's property. Let us keep praying for Shedeur, asking God to protect him and keep him covered and things like that because he is surrounded by a whole bunch of negative people. And the thing about us, and I'm talking about to the Aquarius, is you ain't even got to steal from us because we literally give everything. We will give you everything. Yeah. We will give you, you ain't got to take, if you want a shirt, you see something I was wearing, ask me for it. I might give it to you or tell you, we don't gatekeep. I'll tell you exactly where I bought it from. But they didn't go there for that. They went there for his jewelry. And that's why he was smiling. He said, but they ain't take my jewelry though. So he secured the jewels. He secured the jewels. Well, I'm trying to see that other video of those people walking up. I'm sorry, Blessed One. Shout out to Blessed One for showing this angle of the video because I haven't seen this angle of the video from anyone else. Anyone else. I couldn't find it nowhere. So however you found that angle, this angle, the outdoor angle, you said you heard it here first, or you heard it over there first. And this is three people that initially kicked the door in. Then later on, two more people walked up. Once they got into the house, two more people came up the driveway. And this is screaming inside job. Inside job. Okay. This is screaming somebody knows some things that have been in their house. Shedeur, 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 please do not bring anybody else to your house. I don't care who they is. That's how you can contain the activity and things are surrounding your home. Your home is your safe place. It's your sanctuary. I told you that on Twitch. Your home is your sanctuary, and you repeated it. Y'all, he was on Twitch. I told him his home is his sanctuary. He gonna look up what the word sanctuary means. He knows it now. Your home is your sanctuary. So you have to control what you bring over your threshold. Obviously, somebody was there. We have so many theories as to how they ended up at Shedeur's house. I believe, maybe he invited someone there for a service, like somebody said in the chat. Or it could have been a DoorDash person or a Uber Eats person. It could have been anybody that come to his house to clean the carpet, do repairs, drop off packages. Finding it could be the people that work at AT&T who have his phone number and now know his new address. We don't know, but what I will tell you is this: the NFL did it once, they'll do it again. The NFL doxed him and allowed one of those demons to get his phone number on draft day and troll him. One of the biggest moments in days of his life that he's been working for. I don't put it past the NFL or somebody connected to the NFL to do it again that day. The first time he gets in the game and y'all go break into his house, it's like whenever he has a big moment, here y'all go with some other shit to take away from his blessings. He definitely, I felt really safe when I lived in a condo, though. I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah, and he probably has so much of like Shiloh was living in the condo. He was very safe here in Tampa. I'll tell you that because the building he was in, if people know when you ain't had no business over there. That much I tell you. You got to go through the doorman to get in, okay? Like for real. So I I believe that there are some changes going to be made. He's definitely going to regroup, like he told his daddy in this text message a while back. He said the Sanders men have to regroup. Shedeur, take your advice, baby. Whoever the realtor works who help you find that house, I need for you not to use them again. Find you a whole new realtor, okay? Whole new realtor. If you need one, let me know. I know a couple of them that are very professional, highly effective, and they hold confidence. They do find real estate for high end clients such as yourself. So let me know. I will put you in contact with several, and then you can choose which one you want. But yes, Shador, you might need to take your own advice, nephew, and regroup. Get the hell from over there. Now your home has been violated. And yeah, to my understanding, they did not take jewelry. They took clothes, they took handbags and other things. Whatever they took, it amounted to about and maybe over $200,000. But there is $1 million reward out. So I need the family from Garden Terrace to find out who is this, who did this. If they are from, you know, you know what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Listen, nobody, Peter D, nobody. I get mad when my children order food and have it delivered. I'm like, listen, call in your order and go pick it up. I don't even want delivery people over here. Somebody came to my house to drop off packages, probably Sunday. They was like, my goodness, baby, the gate don't even have a code. We don't have codes over here. You need to have the actual link, the app in your phone to get on over here. And to visit me, I will have to send you the link so that you can access our gates. And just know that it's a camera on you on your way in. Once you get through the gate, it's a camera on you, and on your way out, it's a camera on you. So they can come over here and play if they want to. And everybody got a camera on their house. So they were extremely bold to roll up to Shedeur's house. And I'm thinking also that if it was somebody that was in his house before, that they did not know that he had surveillance, right? They didn't know he had surveillance in his home. And I definitely recommend that all athletes get surveillance in their home. I don't care how uncomfortable you think it is, but it will save you. Trust me, it will save you. Especially if you bring in people home with you, like them little girls and stuff. The surveillance camera will save you when it comes to these false allegations. That's all I'm gonna say. So, with that being said, y'all, I have enjoyed hanging out with y'all today. I'm probably sure I missed some stuff. I saw y'all talking about LeJohntay earlier. Like, it was so nostalgic to see Shedeur and LeJohntay at the end of the game last week. I literally shed a tear like a proud auntie mama, honey, seeing my nephews on the sideline, seeing LeJohntay over there, encourage Shedeur and check on his brother. You know what I mean? And if you are not familiar with their relationship, LeJounte was one of Shedeur's best receivers last year in Colorado. And he was one of the most effective ones next to Travis. Travis, of course, got a lot of the reps in the light, but LeJounte is no um, small fry, okay? Him and Shedeur had a relationship, outside of Colorado, and Shedeur recruited that recruiting he recruited that wide receiving room to help him be as great as we saw them be. You know, we will probably never get that feeling again at Colorado. Because what we did see is he drew up his own plays, he created his own plays and schemes, him and Travis. And what we do know is that he recruited. So I want to know what the people are getting paid for over there in Colorado. I ain't finna start on Colorado, but if Shedeur did the recruiting, what the hell did recruiting do? Because Shedeur brought in a lot of those great receivers that we saw. So Shedeur recruited and drawed up plays. I know about two departments that need to be restaffed over there in Colorado. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna stay on it too long. But let's leave with a smile on our face. Let me show y'all something real quick. And what the internet does is they act really fast when it comes to gathering information. And this was such a beautiful moment that someone correlated this moment with another moment that happened in sports as well. I'm pretty sure he was. He was checking on them because that defense wasn't no joke. The Ravens defense, I'm telling you, they was tearing Shador ass up out there. So Jonte probably was checking on them. Even Lamar Jackson came looking for him to check on him, child.
Go home. You know, in order to be great, you gotta work hard, go hard, or go.
So this is one of those moments we have seen young people, have a challenge, experience a challenge in their game, and one of their peers come and cheer them up. And this was one of those moments. I had to turn the music off. I don't want to get striped. So shout out to Shador. We love you. Shout out to LeJounte. We love you. We miss seeing y'all play together on the same team. But I do know one day, we're gonna see some of them on the same team, just like Travis and BJ and Cam are over there at the Jaguars. We can't wait. First, we have to get through this, but we are loathing the day when we see Shador reunited with some of his brothers, and he can definitely get back and create the magic that they had at Colorado. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I don't know about y'all, but it's going to be an exciting day, okay? Let me see if I got everything. But somebody was like, oh no, they not like us. Here's a video, well, a picture still of the burglary. Um, yeah. I'm just gonna sit there right there for y'all to see real quick. I had to take a few screenshots. BJ over there being BJ, honey. I'm loving it. Um, yeah. I don't think he wanted to continue to be in the light with him. I think they are good. I think he good. Yeah, I'm excited for all of them though. But I'm definitely proud of BJ. I told y'all they look like women. Y'all thought I was lying when I said that person that kicked that door was a girl. That looked like a girl. Y'all better look close. And those two are not the ones that even kicked the door. The one that kicked the door had the stripes on their pants. I told y'all. Y'all better be careful. Listen, Talk to your sons, talk to your nephews, tell them don't trust nobody. Definitely don't bring nobody home. Those are females. Those are girls. Whether they are girl boys or tomboys, what y'all call STUDs, I don't know what they consider themselves to be. I don't know if they are they or him or them, but those are girls. Yes, Detroit Cats. We thinking this some YNs. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Those are girls. They, them, or them. Him. Listen, now if we can see this, hopefully Cleveland law enforcement has figured it out too. Okay, which lie? Which lie? Because the lady that was braiding his hair that night, that was an auntie. She was brown and she was kind of filled out, like she was an auntie. Looked like she's a. So I know one of them wasn't her, because just in stature alone, they don't look like that lady that was braiding his hair. Stole handbags and shades and all kind of accessories. Okay, stuff that women wear. Okay, because I have seen. Yeah, they've been watching him coming in and out the game with his Gucci Louis products and all of that stuff. They said we want them bags, beloved. Yeah, could have. He probably don't, either ghosted or don't want nothing else to do with somebody, and she done seen her home girl boys over there. And it was the way that they were walking through the house, like they were scared. Like they weren't even they was tiptoeing from room to room, like they were scared to be there. Like real dudes, they was not walking through the house like they was some real dudes, like they were like teenage boys. How they don't carry themselves like that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Those are girls. Listen, Shedeur had to cut somebody off, and they feel away. Let me tell y'all something. I can't even tell y'all something because y'all gonna be like, I'm silly as hell. But y'all already know I'm silly though. But I'm trying to find a video. Okay, I'm gonna play. No, they were not professionals. They did not. They don't. They. That's not what they do in life. Okay. Real quick, listen to Shedeur. Hold on. Okay, so listen to what he said in this first line, real quick. Right now, baby, I don't need this. Lately, I've been by myself. Right now, I cannot take no risk. In that song, go back and listen to that song. It's all in the lyrics. He tells us how he ain't got time for nobody being clingy, basically. Right? It's all in the song. You may think that I'm a lick. Yeah, these people won't try me. He said, looking at my jewelry, yeah, you may think that I'm a lick. Hey, sis, welcome. This is the end of the show. We trying to solve the case for our nephew, because who the hell? Cleveland, Garden Terrace. Listen, I need y'all to get out in them streets and find out who the hell done, because Shedeur has done a lot for the city. He looks out for the city. He just brought a lady a car. What else he done did? He done looked out for a whole community. He goes to the school and work with the little children out there. He throwing balls with him. He does way too much for this to be happening to him. For this to be happening to him. I need y'all. I'm calling Cleveland to the front. I need y'all to get on y'all Inspector Gadget mode and go find out who did this. I know y'all say y'all don't snitch, but this is an exception right here. The first family has been violated. Okay, we need y'all to find out who these people are and and do what needs to be done. Okay. Welcome, sis. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Listen, what I implore y'all to do is go on Instagram if you have Instagram and follow everybody, and you'll see what's happening in their stories, right? Also, X, we seen people posting on X, whatever. So quite a few people have made their way to Cleveland to ride for Shedeur. You hear what I'm saying? And I can only say so much. So you say Shedeur girlfriend got mad because he gave that lady a kill and she done sent some people to the house to break in the house. Oh my God. Say yes, they are in Cleveland, y'all. The cousins, the real cousins, the associates of the Sanders family have drove and flown into Cleveland. It's about to go. It's going up. That's why Shedeur smiling up there on that presser. Like I ain't worried about nothing. It's taken care of. That is a girl. That is a girl. Now, what we need to do is they need to take off them gloves so we can see if they got their nails done. Yeah. So with that being said, y'all, it's been lovely hanging out with y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. If you're new here, I am Discerning Goddess. Over here, we are internet aunties, internet uncles, and internet cousins. We are the village. We know it takes a village to raise a child, but we also know that it takes a village to reach, teach, and train, educate, inspire, and encourage and motivate our young people to greatness. And we enjoy advocating for them. Over here, we support Coach Prime. We love Coach Prime. We support CU football. And right now, this is one of those segments where we are keeping up with one of our CU nephews in the NFL. So if that sounds like something you would love to be a part of, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to getting to know you all in the chat. And also, don't sleep on the membership, y'all. I'm working on some things behind the scenes. So, y'all, thank you to everybody that's been patient with me. Thank you. I love you, love you, love you for your patience and your support. But to everybody else, if y'all haven't joined membership, what y'all waiting on? Tell me what y'all waiting on. What y'all waiting on? Is it too much? Am I asking for too much? That's it. That's a question for you. Don't answer it in the chat. But I would love to see you on the other side. And I will see you all in the community tab. So make sure y'all come check out the community tab each day. We have conversations taking place over there. I do post polls over there. And definitely check in over there. And if you are a member, don't forget I did send y'all my phone number. So it's on the membership page, on the front page, on the wall. You'll see a phone number. If you want to shoot me a text every now and then about content, about what's up, what you doing, why you ain't live yet, whatever, just text your girl and I'm here and we can get to know each other and stay connected that way as well. I love you. Thank you for your support and y'all have a blessed day.
You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.
Favorite auntie. You're my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that.
Shout out favorite auntie.